You're in the mix with DJ BME of Business Minded Entertainment.
What's good? What's good? What's going on? DJ BME in the building. We on the talk show podcast. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest tonight. It really don't need no introduction, but I'm gonna do one anyway. If y'all don't know, DJ BME is in the building tonight with Pop the Brown Hornet, Staten Island legend. It gets no better than that. If you don't know, you're about to find out who he is and all that good stuff. What's good, bro?
What's going on, my brother? Thanks for having me on your platform today.
Hey.
Yep, so for the listeners that don't know, I'm Pop the Brown Hornet from out of Stapleton, Staten Island at 10304. Definitely a Staten Island representative. I've been doing it for over 25 years. Bomba fire!
Indeed. So, for those don't know, let them know a little bit more about you, your background, your inspiration for your music, all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, my background, like I said, I started out in Stapleton, Staten Island. That's where I mastered my craft at as far as MCing. So the early days, I used to be with Hornet and all of those guys. So back in the days, rhyming before any of these MCs came out from Staten Island, it was just a collage of different young men, repping their hood. So I was down in the beginnings. I was doing this music in Staten Island during the eras of the UMCs, during the eras of the W, during the eras, the King Just, when Shaheem came around, things of that nature. Definitely participated in Shaheem's albums, as far as performing on songs and things of that nature. Was on One Shot Deal. I was on, like a few joints on Shaheem's joints. So I definitely got a long track record. One of my first singles that I ever put out on wax was Can You Woo Woo, Let's Go to Lap. Then the second one that I put on wax in like 95, 96, what I'm really known for, Black on Black Crime. So that was the one that really pushed me out into the forefront and into the public's eye.
Okay. So basically, a lot for like, so basically your background is circulated around the Wu-Tang as well.
Well, not necessarily. No, not at all. My background is I'm from Stapleton. It's just really it was just a different landscape. Like I said, back in the days up in RNS's house, there used to be a gang of different MCs that went through. There was a few that made it, and making records. UMCs broke through. There was their own entity. And like I said, as well as myself, I come from Stapleton, where a lot of the movements started, but I'm not part of anybody at this particular time. I'm a soloist.
Cool. Okay. So as far as like influence on your music, is it anybody particular, or whether your peers around you, or what could you elaborate on that for as your
really, to be honest, musically, right before hip hop blasted off, I was definitely into the disco R&B. So those are really my influences. I mean, back in the days in the 80s when you used to buy some of these albums, they also had the lyrics inside. So from your Michael Jacksons to your Marvin Gayes and Luther Vandross, Dinah Ross's, Dinah Summers, those are really my musical influences. When it came to hip hop, definitely, the Grandmasters, the Melly Mel's, the Run DMCs. It's a very long list, but I'll definitely say the Run DMCs and the KRS Ones of the world. Help me dictate or say to myself that I want to give this rap stuff a try.
Powerful selection too. That's on the ground of things as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
so like
we was dudes.
far-
Go ahead.
Go ahead, G.
Yeah, like I said, we was dudes. Hip hop. From so many samples from the greats like the James Browns, things of that nature. A lot of hip hop is, we're heavily influenced with the disco, the R&B, and things of that nature. Especially the older heads. They definitely help me want to arrange a song from putting the hooks together and things of that nature. We just learned the format of making songs and making music from the greats.
Indeed. Is there anybody that you would like to get features with that you haven't reached out or made that feature happen yet?
I mean, I'm really open to work with different artists, but I don't think I have anyone in particular that really stands out. I know as I go along my journey and I do my music, if it so happens that like my music, for me to do a remix or reach out for me to do a verse or whatever the case may be, I'm all game and I'm open, but I don't have anything that jumps out my mind.
And okay, so as far as like projects, are you got any albums coming up, or is shooting a shot part of an album, or just a single within itself?
Yeah, well, I'll be working on. I'm gonna work on the album. I don't have any. I have the basic maybe title and stuff, so I'll work around that. Early next year. So for right now, I'm pushing the singles, shooting my shot. I got a piece of work out now, Foreman Mandela, that's been out for a while. That's streaming. But yeah, the album, I would say definitely probably early next year. I'll probably have a couple of singles besides shooting my shot or whatever. But the album, I'm gonna put place together. I haven't got any beats or anything for that yet, but I'm definitely gonna have one. But right now, for now, the listening fans, to date, I got a new single out called "Shooting My Shot" that's doing well. So hopefully, we can get some burning and get that in rotation, and grab some more fanfare.
Yeah, because that I was telling Sis that that track right there, that's the kind of mode I'm in right now. I like that track. If you somebody out there, male or female, that's trying to shoot the shot at somebody, if you ain't got enough guts right then, just listen to the track by Pop the Brown Hornet. And you get the whole recipe how to approach this thing.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to give a little insight, just trying to give a little insight how we do.
Yeah, that's different. That's a different vibe. From what I heard so far, the tracks that I heard from you, that's a different vibe on a different level, but it's powerful at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's relevant. So a lot of the stuff that I done heard of your music is relevant. You just got to tune your ear to it in order to catch the knowledge that's going on within the track. So yeah. Versatile.
Yes, that's the key word, versatility. You could probably listen to a gang of my songs and not a lot of them will sound the same. And that's done deliberately. Like I said, when we grew up off the greats, the Marvin Gayes, the Princes of the world, the Michael Jacksons, and things of that nature. You know, their creativity to me was at an all-time high. I've really never really heard any songs that was similar. And when I used to listen to Marvin Gaye, when he came out with Sexual Healing, you know, he was rocking for decades, but that definitely was a song that wasn't sounding like any of his others. So I think for a great artist, it's very vital that you have versatility to where all of your material isn't sounding all the same, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree. And for the people that might be in the beginning and coming in right here, can you let them know again, like the people that you have already worked with? Because I know
Uh,
it's been
um, yeah, well, I've made music. I've made music basically with my comrades, the majority, but you know, from the Shaheens to the King Just to my man DSA. I work with Trife, the TMF crew, Trife, and No Smiles. I've done song music with I've done music with Chauncey Black from Black Street. He sung on my music or sung a song for me on my first album, Underground Emperor. I've done a song with the Force MDs recently. Daydreaming was the name of that song. So yeah, I have a few. Like I said, there's Staten Island. I haven't really branched out and did a lot of songs with, you know, industry heads, but I've done a lot of songs with my mates and my peers.
definitely, and great. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a great list. Um, that's music that you can't say you've been around long enough for music if you ain't heard them names or had somebody that's appeared to you that brought that music around you at least once, if not several times. That's that's powerful. That's remarkable right there. I didn't even know you know what I'm saying. Force, you know what I'm saying. You said force, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, man, I got a song with the Force MDs called Daydreaming. So you gotta give that a listen.
I got to. Okay. Yeah, you open up my ears and eyes now even more. Um, so any future like projects or opportunities you've been given that you pushing or
Well,
any organization?
well,
Anything
yeah. Well, I have a website. I sell merchandise. The name of my clothes is Staten Fly. So I have a website, www.statenflystation shopify.com. So
okay.
that's www.statenfly.station.shopify.com. So yeah, I have an array of different stuff. I'm really just building the site up now, but I have caps, t-shirts, hoodies, and I'll be adding some sweatsuits and things of that nature on. So anybody interested, I do have the clothing line. Like I did tell you before, I'll probably push another single or two out before the year's out, and then I'll be working on my album for really the duration of 2023 to hopefully drop a solid project later this year or early next year. So you might catch me on a couple of features. There's a couple of people that's been reaching out to me. But really, where I'm at in my career, I just want to stay focused on what I'm doing and be able to put music out. I'm not really big on the collabs because then that means I have to go out and I have to, do performances and stuff of that nature. And I have to make myself available to other artists, which, can be very complex. So I like to keep it really right now. Like I'm recording myself. I'm doing solo songs and, just to try to get a lot accomplished.
Okay, yeah, and that's what's up too. Because sometimes artists don't think about it like that. Like what I'm saying, once you start doing features with others, if they doing a show and they want you to come out, you do gotta be available for that. Cause it's like a favor for a favor type thing. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, and
and a lot of
you gotta make yourself available. The song might pop off, or he might push the song that, or she might push the song. You got to make yourself available. So a lot of people don't do that. What if if I go out there and make 10, and feature on 10 different people's songs, then then that means I'm taking away from myself to make sure I put together a good song, album, or what have you. When you get on and you making noise, if I get out there and I happen to be a top tier celeb and I got the right artists yelling at me or hollering at me, but so be it, But as I work my way to the top, I'm kind of like this, keeping it tight knit and keeping a small circle and keeping the features very minimal. So, I can critique and perfect my comeback and, focus on me.
Indeed. And far as working on projects, how do you basically get in your work zone? Like, what's your you trying to get in the zone for a track or album?
What's my zone to get into?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like I said, I'll grab a pen and a pad. I'll grab my utensils, whether it be a dictionary, thesaurus, and I'll play that beat. I focus in. That's hours at a time, So I like. I could wake up maybe, I could take a nap, wake up 2 a.m. and start writing till 6 a.m. However I feel during a 24-hour day, I don't have a specific time. Like I'm gonna get up at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna write rhymes. Not. I could get up in the morning. I could get up in the night. I could feel it. I could feel it during the daytime. So I might have a recorder on me. You get your phone. You start recording stuff. I'll record. So when I'm in record mode and I'm doing that, it's like every all the days, I might not be writing 24 hours straight, but I'm definitely going to get my time in. I'm definitely going to make time to write 3-4 hours a day if need be.
Okay. Yeah. So it ain't no specific time. It's just whenever you get in that mode.
Yes, whenever you get in that mode, you get in that feeling. You could be listening, you could be watching the TV, all of a sudden, boom, a thought jumps into your head, sporadic, you know what I mean? And boom, before you know it, you writing for 2 hours like, oh, shoot, you know what I mean? So it's always sporadic. It's always, try to get a topic, a specific topic. I could be writing 2-3 songs at the same time, you know what I mean? I could write one song and get a little exhausted, then a spark jumps off. I'll start with a clean page overhead, you know what I mean, and title it up. So that's how when I get in writing mode, that's how it is.
Anything can jump off. So do you as far as the industry right now, how do you feel how the industry going now, and how do you basically separate yourself from focusing on that and letting it slow you down from your music path?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like, minding your business, you could be in wherever, people live in messed up environments and they stay focused on what they have to do and get that accomplished. They don't let the environment dictate them. Some people do let the environment dictate them. And I'm not that type of artist where I hear what's going on and I feel like I got to duplicate the sound that I hear. I'm big on originality. I'm gun ho about making songs that no one has made. I like to fill a void. I don't like to rhyme about the same kind of topics everybody is doing. So my main objective as an artist is to fill a void and not to do what everybody else is doing. Kind of like going against the grain. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for people to recognize you or feel your vibe, but that's good. That's what you're supposed to do in music. You're supposed to create your own lane while everybody, I know there's only but so much you can do that's underneath the sun. But when you writing those lyrics, I just don't want to sound like everybody else. It's very, very vital to be unique in this industry.
Exactly. And like you said, only for a short period of time they'll be able to, not hear about you because eventually, that sound gonna travel out. Sound travels. So it's like sound travels, music travels. So all it takes is for somebody to hear it, spread it, then they wonder why I missed out on this, why haven't I been heard this? So it's all in due time. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I feel like
God willing, brother. You already know.
yeah, and I feel like it's due time for your music being heard further and more harder than it has. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to know about you, but it's still a lot that need to know about you. So I feel like it's that due time, and I'm definitely willing to push. You know what I'm saying, on my end. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the same. I know good music when I hear it, and I'm also a fan of the music. So all in all, you know what I'm saying, it's time.
Yo, man, greatly appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hopefully the hip hop gods is listening to you, because I'm prepared, I'm groomed. I'm ready for the world to really acknowledge, go back to acknowledging real classical hip hop. You know what I mean? So that's what I do it for. I do it for the real hip hop head. So I appreciate you. I appreciate your recognition and your well wishes. Greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Definitely. Anytime, any day. And is it anything before I let you go, like anything you want to let people know, or anything I haven't asked that you want to express, or anything else you want to promote? You got the floor.
Yeah, well, you can follow me on Instagram on Pop the Brown Hornet _10304. You can follow me on TikTok, Pop the Brown Hornet. Follow me on Facebook, Pop the Brown Hornet. And like I said, brand new single, Shooting My Shot, streaming on all platforms. Add me to your playlist. Like I said, once again, I got a clothing line, Staten Fly. So it's www.statenfly.shopify.com. So if you want to have some merchandise, but yeah, that's about the summary of it all, my good brother.
Okay. And it's definitely good to have you on the platform. Like I said, and like Sis said, Langston, I'm glad I had an opportunity to get you up here on the show and let the world know on my behalf, my audience, my followers worldwide, who you are and to tune in to your music and treat yourself to some good music itself instead of just hearing me say it. Treat yourself. Um, and definitely anytime, you know what I'm saying, you got some new projects, a new music, anything, definitely reach out to me. I'll definitely get you on the show again and we can chop it up and get it out to the world so they can, see some of the good news and the recipes you got cooking up.
I will do, my brother. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for having me on your platform.
Definitely. One.
This thing right here, man, looking like an angel on earth, man. I gotta say something to this thing right here, man. What up? You only cause me. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up to you later. I'm gonna go over here, man. Catch up with Shorty right here. Hey there, lollipop. You so look precious like a diamond necklace. Girl, you wear it well. I like the way you walk, love the way you smell. You're killing them. The devil got a spot for you in hell. If beauty was was a crime, you be locked up in the cell with no bail. Doing life in jail, they'd have to throw away the key. Hit you with the book, you'll make a blind man look. Priest become a crook, you were blessed with some ice cream cones and birthday cake. Every night I'd have something to celebrate. You weigh $160, but you're listed as a heavyweight. Pure knockout, poetry in motion. Take a trip to Sus 2 where the sky meets the ocean. Lay up on the sand and watch the sunset. Fall asleep between your thighs and watch the sunrise. Run my fingers through your hair while clutching your hips. The way you lick them lips, you got my doing flip-ups. Damn, girl. Could never be that. Nah, we in this together, girl. Got me confused. You ain't gonna be doing none of that. Care nothing about your past, this have to be your future. I wanna see you win, be a cheerleader / booster. Support you in your dreams and all your endeavors. Keep all those promises you read in love letters. Not here to subtract, I'm here to add on. Heaven sent, you're an angel in physical form. Blessed with all the attributes a man could desire. You're the fuel that ignites my eternal fire. The flame which could be seen from light years away. Equivalent to the sun, babe, you brighten up my day. Ray-Bans couldn't block your ultraviolet rays. Break out the whips and chains for your love and I'm a slave. I truly adore you, do anything for you. If you're crying out for help, I would never ignore you. I put that on guard, cross my heart and hope to die. Woman, you're the truth, so I never have to lie. I never have to cheat, cause you're the total package. If I'm living out this movie, you're the starring actress. My knee alone, my Holly Berry. I eat your cake and suck on your cherry. Be the first to admit, girl, you got me addicted. If love is a house, I'ma never get evicted. Baby, you dealing with Benny Black the Mac. I'm not here to subtract. I would never do you wrong, I'm here to add on. Trust in the brother, lover, like no other. The right state of mind, quality time. When in the lost for words, your love and feed me a line. Never felt like this, never thought I could. When I melt between your legs, it feels so damn good. Your attitude is milly. When we play fight, you're mad silly. You make my nature rise by the way you lick a Philly. Who needs the ad master when they got you for me? With all this exercise, you keep a brother in shape. You was a diamond in the rough, now you the one I count on in the clutch situation. You come running, no hesitation. It's like we got the same destination. Laying up butt naked on permanent vacation. With my eyes closed, you's the one I chose. Through the bull, you keep the soft scent of a rose. Come here, let me hug you, satisfy your needs. It's like you help me breathe, like the oxygen from trees. I'd hate to do you wrong, just make sure you do me right. Whenever it's dark, hell bring forth the light. Don't become an obstacle that I'll be forced to run through. Respect me and yourself, and Papa always wants you. For real, pure dynamite action. More than the physical attraction. I'm from the new school, but keep it old fashioned. I show you love without you even asking. And that's actual fact, baby. You know how I feel. I had to run up on you, just tell you how I feel, man. I just had to let it loose. I don't know nothing about your past. I don't even know where you headed. I just want to be involved with you, baby. Just me and you. It's me and you against the world.